for enjoying your Sunday with Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, both men undefeated. On to the 6th we go. There's a left hook connecting for Jake Paul.
Nice 1-2-1 from Jake Paul, and then Tommy comes right back. This is a 50-50 fight. This is what this is going to be. Back and forth, beginning to end.
Both men have connected with some power shots. There's an uppercut by Tommy Fury. The Fury corner making a lot of noise as Tommy Fury having more success in this 6th round.
And that right there is old school. Every time you touch your opponent, if your corner is making noise, that's only making your opponent know that he got hit. And that's exactly what they need to do right now. Make noise. Now who's having the best of the moment right now?
A right uppercut moments ago that found its destination for Tommy Fury.
I like the jab of Tommy. I like the movement of Tommy. What I don't like is that the jab hand doesn't come back and he stands right in line after he throws that jab. Even though Jake has landed some overhand rights and they haven't put Tommy down, they haven't had a significant effect on him. Eventually it'll catch up to you.
There is a small abrasion. It's not bleeding underneath the left eye of Jake Paul. It is not an open wound, but it is an abrasion, a bruise of sorts underneath the left eye of Jake Paul. Compliments of those right hands from Tommy Fury.
There you go. I like what Jake did. He just did a double jab. It was slow. It was slow, but I like to see Jake try to use his jab more. Jab with the jabber. Give him something else to look at. Now, guess what? You need experience to make some adjustments. The corner has to make some adjustments.
I would like to see him not put so much weight on that front foot. A lot of times he overexerts himself and he overextends himself and he gets caught because he has too much weight on that front foot.
No offense, but they got the wrong reps for this fight. Right? You have to get a rep that understands what he's dealing with. You're dealing with two fighters who are inexperienced and anything can happen. You're dealing with that, let it happen. Look, here we go.
Now 1 point being deducted to Tommy Fury, so therefore it is now a wash when it comes to the point deduction from Jake Paul.
Yeah, this ref is really in the way. I wouldn't say this ref is trying to be a superhero MVP of this thing, but he's just in the way. He doesn't understand what he's dealing with.
Final moments of the 6th round.
You know what, and also, I'm sorry, but to defend the ref, he is doing what he's supposed to do. But in this particular situation, there's some things you just have to be a little more lenient with.
A little bit more forgiving. Yeah,
exactly,
correct.
because of what you're dealing with. Yeah.
Final 10 seconds of this 6th round. Tommy Fury, a point deduction.
Body shot. Good. Yeah.
We're on our...
He is.
Punches.
That's how I see it.
Punches landed through 6. Jake Paul 40 of 122. Fury 70 of 230. They both start off strong here in the 7th round.
If you're going to stand in front of your opponent, you have to have a second move. After you punch, there has to be either defense or more punches, or you have to be able to move out of the way. That is the mistake that Tommy is making. He punches and he stands right there in front of him. Right there, he was able to move. That's what it has to be. And for Jake, I want to see you use more jabs. Where's your combination? Where's head, body, head? Where's everything I've seen you do in the past? You got to pull all that out now.
It's a close fight between these two as Jake Paul continues to pursue Tommy Fury. But back comes Fury, right hand to the body, back comes Jake Paul. A lot of wrestling. Let's just hope that we don't get another point deduction either way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jake Paul seemed to come out with a little bit more energy this round. I think he understands the urgency to try to move forward on this card.
This is what we call dirty boxing, but it is allowed. They are punching, grabbing, they are hitting on the break. Overhand right by Jake Paul. It's what happens when you have guys that stylistically, styles make fights, and You're going to get a lot of clutching and grabbing with these two.
Absolutely, yeah, a lot of punching. In between the punches, somebody throws, the next person throws, next thing you know, there's a deadlock and there's a hold. Big right hands right there from Tommy Fury.
A series of 3 right hands that found their mark for the 23-year-old out of Manchester, England. Coming up on a minute to go in this 7th round. We believe it's a close fight here ringside.
I believe it's a really good boxing match. Worth the ticket.
These guys are definitely giving us everything we said we wanted. They're fighting, they're boxing, they're entertaining us. This is exactly what we wanted. They're giving the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia everything they wanted here.
And guess what? Jake's landing big shots. You don't see Tommy go down. Tommy's young. Jake's been in the ring with older guys. You see Tommy landing punches. Jake's not going down. Guess what? Tommy's been in the ring with guys that can't stand up to him. This is a good, competitive 50-50 fight. I told you guys that. Been saying it all week. And it's about who gets who first.
Under 30 seconds remaining in the 7th round. Also to note, if Jake Paul wins, there is no rematch clause for Tommy Fury. If Fury wins, Jake Paul does have a rematch clause.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What that means is, essentially, we will be seeing this fight again should Tommy Fury pull this out.
If you look, you can see there's some blood coming down Tommy Fury's eye right now. He got hit on the left eye. That's that overhand right landing over and over again.
Event and final round of the fight. Final round.
8th and final round between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. We have this a close fight. Who will prevail here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia? Fury starting strong.
I thought we had some really good rounds.
Significant. He did it against Anderson Silva, and he's done it here against Tommy Fury.
Punch landed. Even though you slipped, the punch still landed. You were light on your feet, you stepped wrong, you fell down. That punch has significant effect right there, and we've seen it.
Late fight theatrics by the problem child, Jake Paul. If there was any doubt if Jake Paul would be able to hold his own against a boxer of his level, he has answered that with resounding fashion.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a 10-8 round at this point. I think this is going to play into the benefit. That knockdown is going to really benefit Jake Paul. Now he's got to stay on his feet and not take anything clean.
Jake Paul has stated, I rise to the occasion. I thrive in the big moments. And in this close fight, when he needed something significant, he got a knockdown against Tommy Fury in the 8th and final round.
And you can guarantee, as he's fighting, he understands how important this is. He's going to put everything on the line. He just cannot afford to get touched at this point.
But back comes Tommy Fury.
Yeah. And guess what? If you're a judge and you're doing the right thing, you close in. And Tommy, if Tommy closes the show, this becomes a 9-8 round? Yeah?
Under a minute to go here in the 8th and final round. Tense moments between two unbeaten Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. This place is electric here in Daraya, Saudi Arabia.
If you wanted to get your tickets worth tonight,
yeah,
you definitely got the cost of admission taken care of right now. These guys are putting on a show for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And for the world, for that matter.
I really hate the role that the ref has played in this fight. Thought he should have been a little more lenient with some things. Nonetheless, this has been a really good boxing match. We're almost here at the finish. Let's let it breathe.
What a fight that we've seen. Styles make fights. It is clear that Jake Paul and Tommy Fury were meant for each other. We go towards the final bell. Entertaining fight here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Both men believing that victory is in their immediate future.
Tell you what, man, a lot of things are said before a fight. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You may know your opponent's game plan. You may know what they might want to do. But when the fists start flying and it gets hot in there, this was truly a 50-50 match. We saw it round after round. Forget the truth, okay? The truth is, we had 2 fighters in the ring tonight. The truth is, we saw 2 fighters lay it all in the ring, and they both did what they had to do to win this fight.
So we're looking at the knockdown. That was a knockdown. Let's take a look at it again.
Let's have a look here.
He did not step on his foot. The jab knocked him down.
Absolutely. It was definitely a punch. We see the way the foot comes from underneath him right there. We do see the foot slip. Nonetheless, you got to be strong in a moment like that.
And look at Logan Paul and Team Paul erupt.
Like I said at the very beginning, it's not what people think. It's going to be a much closer fight than they think.
And this was Tommy coming back right here. And I really like the fact that he didn't give up. After that knockdown, he didn't just let that round go away. He said, I got to stay in here, and I got to win this fight. Nice, like, back and forth. A lot of clean shots landed by both guys. You can see that both guys are courageous. Both guys have chins. Both guys are in there for it all. Very impressed with both gentlemen tonight.
So now the fate of the winner lies in 3 judges as we take a look on what was a very entertaining 8-round main event here this evening. Tyson Fury there, urging on his brother, just like Logan Paul was urging on his brother. Your 3 judges in this fight: from Belgium, Daniel Vanderlei; from Mexico, Omar Mintoun; from the U.S., Mike Ross. They have the distinction of claiming who is going to win this fight. In my estimation, I think the knockdown for Jake Paul in the 8th round solidified the victory for him.
Yep. I fought Errol Spence Jr. Everybody said you slipped. I knew I didn't slip, but they ended up being the separation in that match. This knockdown right here, I believe, was the separation in this fight.
2 questions that were answered. 1, Jake Paul can box with a boxer of his caliber. 2, Tommy Fury performed at this level and embraced the moment. With that, we send it up to our ring announcer, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds, we go to the scorecards. Mike Ross scores the contest 75-74. He has it for Paul. Omar Mintoun scores it 76-73 for Fury. Daniel Vanderlei scores it 76-73 to the winner by split decision, Tommy T.N.